I'm Nattie and you are watching YouTube. Hello guys, so today I am doing my first video in what I think is going to be a new series on my channel, which is called Reddit Reacts, or at least that's the name that I have at the minute. And basically I'm just going to react to some Reddit threads. As I'm filming this one was posted yesterday. So, yeah, so I'm just going to read this, see what my reactions are, discuss whether I think it's true or fake or whatever. So this story is called Poltergeist. That's the name of the post. Poltergeist. So just a bit of background on my beliefs on the spiritual world, or whatever you want to call it. I do believe that there is something there. I think I believe in spirits and ghosts, as you will, because there are some things that have happened that I've seen videos of, stuff like that I just don't really have an explanation for. I don't really see how they could have faked it. But then again, nothing's actually happened to me. So until something actually happens to me, I don't think I'm actually going to fully believe in it. But I do think that there is another thing. I just need a bit of a push to actually fully commit to saying, yes, I think there actually is. I hope that makes sense. So anyway, I'm reading it on my laptop here, so that's how I'm looking down. So this is the story. It's posted by someone called Mamadilla. As I said, I will link it below so you can have a look at it yourself and look at the replies and everything. So this is the story. So a little backstory. I grew up in southeast Kentucky and my parents were in the military. One went to Iraq to fight the war, then came back. Then the other got deployed within a year to Iraq/Afghanistan. My parents were not the best parents because they were going through a lot of their own emotional struggles related to PTSD. Both were heavy alcoholics and they cheated on each other all the time. By this time, I was 10. When my dad was gone, after my mum came back, it reached its peak. She would go out to bars all night and leave me and my sociopathic brother home alone to fend for ourselves. That sounds scary. The fact that I think this is a girl. I'm gonna say she. The fact that she described her brother as sociopathic puts me on edge. There must be something quite strange and off about her brother for her to describe him as sociopathic. But we'll see, okay. One night she was actually home and for some reason I was terrified to go into my room. So I asked if I could sleep in my mum's room while she watched TV in the living room. It's a bit strange, a child being terrified to go into their room, but okay. She said okay, so I went in and climbed in bed and started hearing this noise, like a clicking noise. That is really weird. I looked over to what I thought was the origin, my mum's closet. I felt uncomfortable, so I went out of the room and tried to play it off like I wasn't scared yet, but my mum made me go back in. As soon as I got in the bed and looked over at the closet, one of her shoes was floating 1.5 feet off the ground. I jumped out of bed and scrambled out of the room so fast. I told my mum what happened and she said she would come lay with me until I went to sleep. I'm pretty sure she thought I was just being a kid, you know, monsters under the bed kind of deal. Then she started to hear the clicking too. She got freaked out and made my brother sleep in the room with us for everyone's safety. The clicking continued and we just felt really uncomfortable and unsafe. We finally fell asleep after we all prayed continuously. In the middle of the night, my mum had to use the restroom, so she turned on the light to her ensuite bathroom. The light bulb blew up, sending glass everywhere. Almost immediately after, a wind rushed down the hallway and knocked all the pictures off the walls. Then silence. There were no doors or windows open, the air wasn't on, and it was to this day the strangest thing that has ever happened to me. Okay, that is really weird. Imagine if you were just sitting and suddenly like all of your pictures fell off the walls. That would be so scary. Like, my door opens when my window's open. I think I would freak out so much if it just opened when my window wasn't open, because that never ever happens. So, oh my god, that freaks me out. I think all of that built-up emotion from everyone in the house compounded and created this phenomena, this poltergeist. The house was quiet after that, but our family's struggles continued until it broke apart for the better and everyone moved on. Wow, that is a story. I'm kind of disappointed that she never explained what she meant by her brother being sociopathic, because I don't understand why you would bring that into the story if that had nothing to do with the story. I do wonder if they ever like looked around to see what could be making the clicking noise. Like, maybe there was something in the closet that was like electronic or something that was making the clicking noise, but they never actually mentioned in the story whether there was anything like that in the closet and whether it was that making the noise, if they figured that out. But yeah. Oh yeah, I should probably add to this. It's in this community. I'm not 100% sure how Reddit works, but it's in the community details are. It's called Paranormal, and it's a community to discuss and share true personal paranormal experiences, debunked places, evidence, thoughts, and theories. And it says that fictional submissions will be removed. So this has had 98% upvotes. So there's that. So obviously other people think it is true, and it hasn't been taken down. I mean, it was only posted a day ago, but it hasn't been taken down yet, and I found this on the front page of Reddit. So yeah. But one thing that I do think is that children and animals have like are more receptive to like other realms or whatever you want to call it, so like more receptive to like paranormal things happening to them and like seeing like whatever they see, because obviously they have like very vivid imaginations, but that doesn't necessarily mean that everything that they say is their imagination. Like, I feel like if something's in their imagination, they're more likely to just bring it up like once or twice. But if a child like brings it up like over and over and over and over again, that would freak me out. Because that would say to me that it might not just be their imagination and that there's actually something there. But yeah. So I'm going to read some of the replies now. There's this reply that says, living in a house where there's alcohol and drug abuse, a lot of tension or negative energy are perfect places for not only poltergeist activity, but any other kind of paranormal activity as well, because they feed off of it. And I think that kind of makes sense, because if you live in an environment that's not peaceful and there's lots of like alcohol and drug abuse and like that's all around you all the time, like I think negative things are like drawn to you. Like if you're in a negative headspace, then I feel like negative things are more likely to happen to you. And I feel like that's kind of the same sort of thing with like if there is a paranormal realm or whatever, negative things from that realm will be attracted to you if you're surrounded by negativity. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just feel like so many people have come forward with like paranormal stories and everything, that like they can't all be lying. Like not everyone can be lying. Like maybe someone did actually like experience something and maybe that actually could be explained, but there are things that I just don't understand how they can be explained, you know? Like one of my favourite YouTubers right now is Hayley Reese, and she has so many paranormal stories, and she believes, like her tagline is believe in the unbelievable, and all her Reese's Pieces believe in the unbelievable. But I don't, like I've watched a lot of her videos, like a lot, and she seems so genuine and like truthful about, and it seems like she generally believes all this stuff and genuinely thinks that this stuff happened to her. So I don't think that she made it up, because it's just so, like I see what it is like if you just watch one video and you think, oh yeah, that's made up, but if you actually watch lots. My memory card just filled up. But anyway, as I was saying, if you watch a whole bunch of their videos, then you kind of get the gist of, you kind of get the feeling of how you feel about them. Like I feel like she's genuine. I believe what she says to have happened to her. Like I believe that what she's saying is her actual experience. But obviously there are lots of fakers and stuff on the internet, so you can never be quite sure. And with like the modern equipment like video editing and everything like that, like how they do movies and stuff, like special effects, like you can never be quite sure that they haven't edited it or something. But there are certain videos, like there's that video of the security camera footage of like the hotel. I think that's really, really creepy. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. I'll try and link it below, but it's like a security camera footage, and someone said that, like reported to the front desk that they heard like something in this room, and they realised it was empty, like they heard screaming or something, and then a staff member went into the room and they found no one in there, but they found like everything turned upside down, all the furniture and everything turned upside down. And then on the camera outside, just after the staff member went in, you can see like a white mist like coming out of the room. And I really don't know how that could happen, because it's security camera footage. Like, I mean, I guess that could be tampered with, but So that is the story I'm telling today. I'll probably do some more of these because I like to kind of read stories like this, and I don't know, I prefer to have someone with me to like experience this as well. So leave a comment below saying what you thought about this. Make sure to check out the Reddit link that I'll leave in the description and just look through all of the replies and everything like that, so that you can get like a better picture of the story. And yeah, so please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and also subscribe if you haven't already. Never stop dreaming, and I'll see you next time. Bye!